podcast last night, so we can have a clean read-through today?
Yes, it all looks good. It all seems right. I even checked the Google, and all of the names are spelled correctly.
Well, I mean, we'll have some credibility. I mean, we've done a few episodes, so I don't think we're gonna sound totally clueless.
How many listeners did we get in the last episode?
15.
Oh, really? Well, that's 3 more than last time. Come on.
Yeah, and how many times did you show this to your mom, Camilla?
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, thanks.
This is pathetic.
No. Oh, come on. We've only been working on this for a couple of months. I mean, it can't happen overnight, right?
Yeah.
I cannot remember the last time we saw each other outside of making this damn podcast.
What does that have to do with anything? Jeff, come on. You wrote the script.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe this episode could be the one.
Now, you say that about every episode.
Well, this time we're getting some help. I ran over an old friend of mine, and I asked her to come and give us a little bit of feedback, you know.
We don't need help.
Well, we had 15 people listen to our podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what time is she coming?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. You can't keep track of Paige.
Can you send her a message?
She's not that good with her phone, so.
Oh, maybe she'll like pop out of nowhere and surprise us. Surprise us with Ron.
Not always.
Yeah, always. Like birthday parties, or like when the sun comes out and the newscaster said it was like gonna rain, or like when you read a book that you didn't think it was good and it was like totally awesome. Or when your bestie brings over freshly baked goods and they're baked with love and care and a little bit of marijuana.
What? What?
No. We are not going to spend our spare time discussing immoral actions and crimes when we could be going over the script.
Okay, let's do this. I'm sorry. How do you say that again?
Hinterkaifeck.
Hinterkaifeck.
The Hinterkaifeck murders.
Hinterkaifeck.
Hey everyone! So sorry I'm late. I didn't realize how much time was passing and I was just trying to pick the perfect outfit to match the mood of this podcast. I thought I would do it justice because I do so adore true crime.
I'm sure you will.
Hey Paige!
How are you?
I'm Paige, you are?
I'm Juliet, and this is Jeff. Nice to meet you.
What do you do exactly?
I used to be a journalist, but I got very bored of that very fast. There's so many interesting stories out there, left and right, but there's no opportunity to write them in a really interesting way.
So what do you do now?
Oh, I do freelance.
And how's that working out?
Oh my God, don't listen to him. Come and sit down and tell you about the process.
Okay, great. Jeff.
Oh, right. Yeah, here we go. Again. April 1922. Just outside of a Bavarian town lived a young woman by the name of Victoria Gabriel. She was known for being reserved, yet a staple in the church choir. In the farmland, she resided with her children, aged 7 and 2, her parents and the housemaid. While quiet in nature, their absence in the schools...
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I have a question.
What?
Is it going to sound like that the whole way through?
Sound like what?
Like, you know, sort of monotone and boring?
Boring!
No, she did.
I don't mean to offend you.
This is not a boring podcast.
Well, it's not meant to be, that's what it is.
Maybe you can just play around with the way you say it.
I was reading the script. That's the way we do it.
But why?
To get a particular sound.
Why?
It makes us sound professional.
Why?
You sound like a child.
How?
Lord.
Oh my god. Just tell us what's wrong with it. I don't think that that's the way to tell this particular story. There are lots of podcasts that are talky, blah, 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 you know, and lots of crime podcasts in particular that are very bland. I think we have an opportunity to make this more interesting, immersive, even.
Yeah, I can do that.
What do you have in mind? There is a lot for us to play with here. Also, I don't think it needs to be so, I don't know, straightforward.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Rather than just reciting facts line for line, we have an opportunity, again, to like play with imagery and details, right? Like this. For example, these are the Hitchhiker's, right?
Yeah.
So, what did the sky look like when they went to the barn and found the bodies? What surrounded them?
Well, maybe the sky was like orange with a little bit of pink. I see those in the evening now usually.
No, that's too happy. I feel it does need something else. Maybe it needs something more eerie and a little more suspenseful.
Right.
Periwinkle.
What?
Periwinkle?
Yeah.
There's nothing eerie or suspenseful about periwinkle.
Oh, I got it. Maybe, how about this? The neighbors come into the barn, and when they enter, they immediately see the severed bodies.
All
of
right,
the
great,
family.
perfect. Let's think of some other ways we can stimulate the senses. Like perhaps what they heard or smelled.
They're on a farm,
Yeah.
right? So I suppose there would have been livestock.
Right?
Cow.
Choir music.
Perfect.
A family speaking German.
Yes, this is great stuff. This is stuff we can actually work with. You can present and imitate and yeah, I mean there's so many ways to say things. Why would anyone choose to say it flat?
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly different.
But it definitely could catch someone's attention.
Oh man, my mom's gonna love this.
50,000 plays. No. 17,500 plays. No. 17,800 plays. No. I hate the suggestions page. A podcast with only 19 plays in the 3 weeks it's been going. Perfect.
Good evening, listeners. Tonight, I'm going to take you way on back to 1922. We start our adventure in Germany, and in particular, just behind a little town known as Kaifeck. You may even call it Hinterkaifeck.
Meet Victoria Gabriel. She is a woman in her mid-30s with 2 children. Hansel, Gretel, come in. She is quiet, yet reserved.
Hansel, Gretel, come in.
Yet her voice in the church choir stands out as bold and beautiful.
I can show you the world, shine and shimmer in splendor.
It was the very first week of April that year when Victoria stopped coming to church and disappeared.
More concern arose when her children, who were also rather quiet, stopped coming to school altogether.
Sibyl,
Although they were a reserved family, the Gabriels received a great deal of mail from Victoria's raving fans at church. She received everything from sacred song requests to surprise deliveries of heavenly baked goods. It all got stacked up at the post office, but no one ever came to pick it up.
The neighbors became anxious,
Have you seen this
as they had not heard from Victoria, the children, her parents, or the maid in days. A group of townspeople decided to go to their home out on the farm. And investigate. They looked up at the evening sky. It was filled with pinks and oranges, yet it was spotted with a devious, eerie, and suspenseful periwinkle.
Once they made it onto the land, the group looked around. They had no luck outside. But nothing could have prepared them for when they stepped into the barn. It wasn't until the autopsies that the neighbors got a better idea as to what had happened. But figuring it out had proven to be quite a headache.
To this day, we haven't any idea in the fucking slightest who did this to Victoria and her family. Hundreds of people have been arrested, but none of them found guilty.
There were only a few clues given to police following the case. One of the former maids thought the place was haunted, so she straight up quit. About a month before the attack, there was a newspaper delivered to the home that literally no one asked for. And there were tracks in the snow that led towards the home. But not a thing. That's all we've had for nearly a century.
And this is your briefing on the Into Fun Cake murders.
Weird. Add to favorites.